Degenerates, permabears, permabulls, however you identify yourself, welcome back to Trades and Gains, your daily market recap, where we make things more interesting than those boring ass CNBC recaps that your parents watch online. And buckle in, because today had it all: meme stock carnage, tariff diplomacy cosplay, and tech earnings that could blow the top off or nuke us all into the sea. Now, let's go ahead and kick things off with our market recap real quick. We had the Nasdaq up 0.61%, the S&P 500 up 0.78%, third straight all-time high, by the way. And the Dow Jones was our winner chicken dinner of the day, up 1.14%, just 4 points from its own record again. And gold, that got a little bit of a beating today, down 1.26% to 3,400. Traders are ditching fear for now. Now, what was the big headline today? Trump pulled a Japan deal out of his MAGA hat. Tariffs dropped from 25% to 15%. Tokyo pledged $550 billion in U.S. investments, and Trump calls it a win-win. Wall Street went ahead, took their hats off, and gave a slight golf clap like it was opening night. But General Motors just reported a $1.1 billion tariff hit. So if this is the improved deal, Plan A must have been economically carpet bomb Detroit. Still, optimism is back, and stocks absolutely surged on that. Now, we also had some big tech earnings looming. Apple and Tesla led the rally on better than feared updates, because what's more bullish than less bad? But the real showdown is after the bell. We had Google report after earnings. They hit a double beat and saw a little bit of a drop, but have recovered since then. YouTube growth is definitely a key they're going to be looking at in the DOJ antitrust suit that might make them sell Chrome. Just an existential crisis there. And then Tesla, it's down 18% year to date. We saw a little bit of a sell-off, and again, some more recovery here. Musk's got beef with Trump, Twitter, and Gravity, apparently, and robotaxis, margins, and no drama guidance are the only way that we see a positive gainer here. Now, why does this matter? These two control $3 trillion in market cap. If they miss, we're talking limit down drama. Now, we also saw healthcare take a hit as well. Not every sector caught a hopium wave today. Trump's $3.3 trillion budget just took a flamethrower to Medicaid and ACA subsidies. United Healthcare was down 5%, CVS down 2%, and Elevance is down 9%. That's not just bad PR. The CBO estimates 12 million people will lose coverage. For insurance, that's like lighting half your customer base on fire and walking away. Intel, let's just cancel chips, I guess. Intel CEO might scrap the much-hyped 18A chip process, aka their comeback chip. This is like Apple canceling the iPhone 16 and announcing they're pivoting to fidget spinners. The stock dropped 4%, and analysts dropped their jaws as well. We also saw gold starting to cool off. Gold pulled back 1.2% after a 3-day run. Now, why did this happen? Traders took their tinfoil hats off temporarily. But with $100 billion in possible EU tariff retaliation and Powell still ghosting, don't expect that fear trade to stay dead for long. Now, let's go ahead and switch gears here and head over to Investor Central Club, where if you want to get an annual subscription with a 25% discount, use that code July 2025 to get that for yourself. But let's go ahead and talk about some of our big money buys from today. So big money buys, our biggest buy in the market today were the SMH 270 puts for September 19th, 2025, 10.05 million spent with 15,000 contracts. We also saw SPY 630s, 4,000 contracts with a $21 average as well. This might be some aggressive delta hedging going into December 19th of 2025. We also saw coin breakout bets, 7,980 contracts for the August 1st 435 calls, 5 million in premiums. Now, why does this matter? The spot price is $392. Someone's betting big on crypto ripping faces going into August. We also saw XOP energy getting faded, 11,200 contracts for the January 2026 115 puts. $5 million bet. Either way, they think oil is going full recession or geopolitical risk is spiking and no one's saying it yet. We also saw Celsius, CELH, quiet growth gambit. 5,750 contracts for the January 2026 $55 calls, a $2 million bet on energy drinks and vibes. Someone thinks Q3 or Q4 is going to give this one wings like Red Bull. Now, on our dark pool side of things, we saw things get a little spooky here. Let's go ahead and turn this off and talk about how we saw a coin with $285 million twin prints at the $397 mark. We also saw VWO with a $235 million block and Costco with a $179 million block. That's big institutional size moving quietly. While you're arguing about stock splits on Reddit, these aren't trades. These are people who own golf courses. Now, let's go ahead and talk about why does all this matter and why should you care? Well, the Japan trade deal is a short-term optimistic pump for the U.S. market. Big tech earnings is a binary event. And meme stock rally, hilarious until it turns into a margin call. And the whale flow is smart money's hedging while retail's chasing Wendy's. Tomorrow's got jobless claims, PMI data, and earnings from Intel, Honeywell, Blackstone, and Union Pacific. You wanted volatility? Well, it's here, folks, whether you want it or not. Naked and waving a lightsaber. Don't forget to smash that subscribe, drop your wildest trade in the comments, and remember, in a market this hyped up, bad news doesn't just kill, it explodes on impact. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great night.